next step on your flying geese quilt is to take these triangles. You should have 48 triangles, and you want to divide them into 2 stacks of 24. You're going to iron the triangles differently in each stack. Alright? Now, I showed you before, it opens up just like that. This seam needs to be ironed so it'll lay flat for your next, the next time you sew everything together. One stack you iron to the dark side. Dark side, seam this way. See, that's all for one whole stack. So you pull on the seam a little bit to make sure it's good and straight. And this is ironed to the dark side. Your other section right here, same stuff, but you want the seam to go towards the light side, so it's the opposite. So when you sew these together, the seams will nest and lay flat. So I'll sew iron this one, and remember to pull it a little bit to get that seam pulled out nice and straight. Okay. And this is what you've got. One to the light. Yep, backwards. One to the dark. One to the light. Can you see that seam right there? Sorry about that. Okay. After you iron it, iron all of these 2 different stacks the opposite way for your seams, and you have to keep them separate until you're ready to start attaching the squares. I've got some scissors so you can see that the next step, we've got these little points here, little dog ears that stick up past the square. Those need to come off, and you just line it up right along with the side of the square like this. Do the same thing, both corners are that way. After you've ironed it, it's easier to get it cut correctly so it'll look right. So all I'm doing is the same thing on this side right here. See? Now you have a square that's ready to be sewn on. So iron all of your triangles into squares, 2 stacks, 24 each, one to the light, one to the dark. Keep them separate. Trim off your dog ears on your squares, and you'll be ready to start sewing these together to make your points for your quilt.